Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I made a few videos regarding Poland's increased armament purchases, and they are arming themselves, and I couldn't figure out against whom, because Poland is a peaceful country, and Poland would not invade anybody, and I'm pretty sure it's just to defend itself from someone. And I was looking at it as, well, who could be the countries against whom the victim Poland could arm against? And I was just going by elimination. And I was thinking, it can't be Russia, because Russia right now is gonna be destroyed by NATO and all these guys. So it can't be, unless you think that Russia's gonna win, and then you're gonna think it's Russia. But since you know Russia's gonna lose, you wouldn't arm yourself against Russia, correct? Well, why don't you read that little headline? Poland revamping military, more than doubling its army to counter Russia's threat. So now, which one is it? Is it black or is it white? Because those are the only options here. Well, since we're winning, that means the threat will be eliminated. Now, if I don't think that I'm winning, I might want to arm myself really, really fast and like this. And that's exactly what Poland does. I mean, why would you arm yourself if you know your enemy is going to be destroyed? Correct? Correct. That means they know Russia is not going to be destroyed. That means they know something we don't. You think? I was talking about by elimination. I was BSing, obviously, about Russia. But remember, Poland has no problem with Germany. Just gave Germany a bill of $1.3 trillion for reparations for the Second World War. And the Germans are like, are you crazy or something? And the Poles are very serious about it. I think they already spoke with Brussels about it. And I don't know if they went to United Nations or not. So that's Germany. Can't be Germany. And I said, okay, who else? Ukraine? No, because they are the biggest supporters of Ukraine. Remember Brutus? Remember Brutus? Brutus was Julius Caesar's best friend. You know, when Julius Caesar showed up, on the 15th of March, 44 BCE, to be more exact, he was coming to the Senate. Julius Caesar, you know, who stabbed him over there? Can you remember? Yeah, his friend Brutus and everybody else that got involved over there. And supposedly, according to reports from CNN, Brutus was aiming for his crutch between his legs. So, good job, that's Brutus, his best friend. So when you say Poland is kind of like the best friend of Ukraine, my mind goes to March 15th, 44 BCE. So I said, well, it can't be Germany, but wait a second, it can be Ukraine. I haven't heard anything about Slovakia. Hungary is beyond Slovakia, so to get there, they need to take Slovakia again. You say, what? I mean, what are you talking about? Well, I'm talking about when Hitler, you know, when he invaded the Sudetenland in Czechoslovakia. The Poles invaded Czechoslovakia too and got a little portion of North Czechoslovakia. If you don't know it, just 2 clicks. Click, 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 click. Because they had a pact. They talk about, Ribbentrop-Molotov Pact, the secret pact that everybody knew between Nazi Germany and the communist Soviet Union, but nobody talks about this pact that was before that one. But hey, they are our allies. We won the war, so zip it. And they're our friends. So I said, okay, who else? Belarus. Yeah, Belarus is small, so I don't think they have to arm themselves. Lithuania, some other friends like Ukraine. So who's left? Nobody but Poland. So now they tell us it's Russia, but it can't be Russia. Now remember, and I'm going to give you a logical explanation if it's true, if the numbers are true. Numbers I took from, our free mass media, the good people, which is the Western mass media, obviously. What did you think? Sputnik or Russia Today? Anyway, so we have here, they said, these weasels, that there were about, 8 HIMARS, high mobility air defense systems, multiple launch, pip-up, remember, from the United States. Supposedly 8, when they sent 8, they said 4 and 4 to Ukraine, the Russian mighty army was stopped in its track. The whole army with those 4. I said, oh my God, must be good. Can you order some? Well, if 4 were good and then there were 12 and then they got like 24 right now. And so if you had 8, let's say you have 15 or 20, and they stopped Russia in its tracks, you would say Poland orders some HIMARS. How many do you think is going to order? Well, how about 500? 100. So why would you order 500 against a country that's dead already? And Ukraine proved that with 8 had the job done. Doesn't make sense, does it? And on top of that, Poland ordered from South Korea, I was about to say North Korea, South Korea 300 the same kind of HIMARS. Not HIMARS, but their counterpart from South Korea, 300. So you got 500 plus 300 is what? 5, 6, 7, 800. 800, when they say with 8, stop the Russian army. Things don't add up. And then the Poles buy Abrams 1 tanks, about 400 or something. Against who? Russia? Russia is dead. So I think they're getting ready for much more than Russia. What could be much more than Russia? I don't know. Maybe Vatican. They're Catholics, so they might. All right, let's read this little article here. Fox News. Poland revamping military, more than doubling its army to counter Russian threat. There's no threat because we're winning, we're told. As war between Russia and Ukraine rages next door, Poland has been ramping up defense spending and modernizing its outdated military equipment. All right, worried they could one day be in crosshairs of the Kremlin, Poland aims to spend 4% of its GDP on defense this year. Makes no sense. All right, that's double the NATO requirement and would make Poland the biggest spender per capita on defense in the military alliance. This guy looks old. Look at his eyes. Anyway, okay, whatever. Red Rover. So they do this. Now I have one. How should I put it? One advice for my Polish friends, if there are some over there. Do you mistreat Russians in your country? No, you're good. You're already a NATO member state, so that can't really be reversed. It could be, but do you mistreat Russians in your country? No, you're good to go. You're good. All right, let's go back here. Plans to modernizing the equipment were underway before Russian forces invaded Ukraine in February 2022, but the invasion sped up the process. It could be stopped. Let's see how much they spent. Poland has ordered 1,000 K2 main battle tanks from South Korea. 1,000, I was unaware of this. And 250 M1A2 Abrams tanks from the US. Another 600 K9s, 18 HIMARS launchers, and 288 K23-9. These are the systems from the South Korea, where 300, and this is HIMARS, not 18. They were 500. I had that article. All right, from South Korea are expected to arrive. Meanwhile, the country is planning to more than double the size of its army, 300,000 people. Good troops. Effectively making it the largest military in terms of manpower west of Ukraine. West of Ukraine? That means Germany too, that means France too, right? West of Ukraine, that's what it is. We are perceived as those who guarantee security on NATO's eastern flank. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I believe you. Oh, yeah. And the Russians and everybody else. The Russians don't care about this. And I'm going to tell you why. This is why our effort to strengthen the army through arms purchases go hand in hand with strengthening NATO's presence on the eastern flank. So again, these guys are doing the same thing as the Ukrainians. We're actually defending all of you, so you owe us. No, I didn't ask you. Oh, that's what they say. Well, we are defending you, the eastern flank of this and that. What are you talking about? Well, they like it to think that way. That's good by me. What can I say? Guarantee security, eastern flank. But why would you want to have this big army? I wouldn't be. First, the Russians are not concerned with Poland. I tell you why. They have no plans on doing anything with Poland. You think I'm crazy? All right, wait. That's the first thing. I would be, how do you call it? I would be very, very worried if I would be, I don't know, let's say Germany. Germany. Yeah, Germany has no freaking army. It has no. What army does it have? It has an American army, U.S. Army on it, under occupation. So yeah. And not only that, I would be worried with countries that Poland right now, that's the way I feel Poland is. Unfortunately, but hey, first, Poland is an independent sovereign country. It can do what it wants, okay? So let's start as a disclaimer. I don't give a shit if they get, maybe not nuclear weapons because I don't trust them with that one, to be honest. But I don't care if they buy 3,000 HIMARS and 50,000 tanks and 3 billion airplanes. I don't care. You know, no, it's not that. There's 39 million people. That's fine. The territory is like this. Two nuclear bombs will clear all that, if will be the case. So all this arming BS is just BS. Because if the Russians want to get them, they will get them with a few bombs, and bye-bye Poland, never be again like in 1794 until 1918 you were nowhere. So, but this is gonna be, I think, forever, unless the immigrants or population from other countries like United States, Canada, don't come back and form a Polish something there. But I'm worried about countries around. I would look at it. What are you talking about? Who are you arming yourself? Not against the Russians, because the Russians are losing. And if the Russians really want to punish you and it's all or nothing, they take care of all your 300,000 people and blah, blah, blah. So anyway, at least we found out who allegedly they're arming against for the eastern flank. If they win, which they supposedly they are, NATO and all these guys, the flank is not going to be by Poland. The flank is going to be by Vladivostok. Actually, it's going to be, it continues like used to be the British Empire, or the sun never set on the British Empire. The same here. If they take over Russia, imagine they have the whole Europe, they go to Vladivostok, over there they go to Bering Strait, they go into Alaska. Alaska go weasels Canada, go, I say that because of Trudeau, not about Canadian people, don't get me wrong. Then going out to the States, and then the Atlantic, and then again the Europe. So it's going to be full circle. Well, it's going to be China a little bit, over here it's going to be India, but they're going to take care of them, you know, because India and China will learn a lesson after, if Russia falls, and they will see, if these guys fail, what are they supposed to do? Well, maybe, I don't know, fight? Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.